And welcome back to the Ray Lucia Show. It is time for a business spotlight featuring none other than Jason Siefken. He's the CEO and founder of SOS Sales Help. I know there are a lot of organizations that need help when it comes to sales. Jason, thank you for joining us on the Ray Lucia Show. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Good morning, and thanks for having me, Ray.
All right, I got to ask you a couple questions. I've been through the personal selling skills, the Xerox program and transactional analysis, and I've run sales organizations. And I don't know if you sensed the frustration in Ms. Rowe when she was just on, if you happen to hear that segment, but it's really, really tough out there. How can your company help people such as Lynn and others trying to make their mark?
Yeah, great question, Ray. And certainly, as we know that people gather information and make decisions and choose partnerships in a variety of different ways these days from both as consumers as well as businesses. So our organization has been in business for 9.5 years and helping small to medium-sized businesses do just exactly that, help reach out and create new opportunities, create new partnerships, and get an opportunity for either themselves or their sales team to have an opportunity to really, truly understand the features and benefits of how they can help make an impact.
Back in the day, for me, when my kids were little, and I used to go around banging on doors to try to get to build my brand until I could come up with enough money to advertise and all that stuff. How do people get started? It just seems so hard today.
Yeah, and again, another great question. One of the things that we really specialize is working with a lot of companies that have never outsourced before. They might be a brand new startup company, and they're trying to build a brand. They're trying to build a name for themselves where, they don't have the big Pepsi budgets or the Walt Disney budget. So, we really, that's really the key, and it really comes through, the number of, in our situation being a business-to-business telephone company, we call it through our activity and the dials that we make. But it's not just the dials and the activity. It's also included about, what takes place, what those interactions look like. And it's so important these days to have a positive first impression because, again, people are receiving a variety of information in a variety of ways. And, really having someone that can best represent your company right off the gate, the first impression, you just can't get those back. So it's very important.
My special guest is Jeff Siefken. He's the CEO and founder of SOS Sales Help. Now, what you do is you have a phone bank, is that correct, Jeff? And you actually do lead generation for individuals?
Yeah, Ray, again, thanks for, we are definitely a business-to-business telephone outsourcing company. We help small to medium business as well as startups. And really as a business accelerator is the words that we use for it. So, we help companies that may have an existing team that needs some extra help, whether it be setting up qualified appointments or actually closing sales via the phone. We also work with some startups that are brand new to the industry, but we bring 9.5 years myself experience as well as my partner, and really a hands-on approach where you'll work with one of us day to day, and we really try to plug into your business and really understand how we can help make a positive impact in the shortest amount of time possible.
Now, I know we're running short on time, but can you just explain in general terms, I know you can't get specific, but can you explain in general terms how much this is going to cost that small business owner? Is it super expensive? It sounds kind of expensive to me.
Great question, Ray. And, a lot of companies in our space, they really don't, they look at more of a quantity versus quality. We use the expression that we bake in small batches. So we can be very ineffective or very inexpensive, from a cost perspective for a company to start up, where we can start with as little as one person and really currently grow and scale and build it from there. So thus having an opportunity to prove it before we require large investments of time or money.
Well, I have had some personal experience with your services through our network, and so far it's been excellent. So I can give you a personal endorsement in that regard. SOSsaleshelp.com. Go to the website, folks. If you're running a sales organization, need a little bit of help. I know when I was running sales organizations, I needed a lot of help in the lead generation, helping people close sales. SOSsaleshelp.com. Jason Siefken. Jason, thank you so much. Let's do this again sometime.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ray. It's been a pleasure.
All right, you have a great day. You know, I was a vice president of sales and marketing for a major company once upon a time, and I can't tell you how many sleepless nights I had. I mean, a lot of the time, I'd grab salespeople by the ear and say, okay, let's go, so I can teach you how to do this. It's so difficult, especially nowadays, because people are getting bombarded 8 ways from Sunday. Wouldn't it be nice if you went to the office on Monday morning and your assistant said, here are your 3 appointments for the day? Wow, wouldn't that be great? Instead of me having to, hurt my knuckles banging on doors back when I was 24 years old, and my wife and 2 kids were in the car eating their Wiener Schnitzel, because that's all I could afford.